Hepinize merhaba dostlar. Witcher 3 13. bölümle karşınızdayız. Biliyorsunuz ki Kırık Çiçekler bölümünün şu en son şurasında kalmıştık. Şöyle de göstereyim. Şu dayılarla. Şimdi buraya girmek için bir yol bul demişti. Şurayı bir kontrol edeceğim. Aydınlık olarak şöyle bir son kez bakacağız. O ne be? Ha, yükleyemedi kaplamayı bir an.
Piss off. Yes, piss off.
Defol git lan.
Sick. Sick of it all.
Çarparım ağzına. Şu diğer taraftan bence giriş var sanki ya. Biz beceremedik. Şimdi arkadaki küçük haritada gözüken küçük çıkıntı bir de boşuna yapmaz. Aha. Buraya bayağı bildiğimiz yol yapmışlar. Şuraya buradan çıkabiliyor muyuz? Yok, izin vermiyor. Okey. Yukarıda toplamak için bir şey var. Ha, şurada şey var, çıkıntı var. Aha.
Someone placed an illusion here. Great.
Oley. En sevdiğim. Başka bir şey. Başka bir şey yok.
Just wonderful.
Oğlum. Mahvettiler bizi ya, mahvettiler. Bir dakika abi, şimdi her tarafa bakacağız. Bak, çuval var. Peki biz en baştan burayı nasıl göremedik? O da bir şaibe. Ekmek ye koçum, ekmek. Malzeme bol nasıl olsa. Güzel elma da bulduk. İçeri mi girdik? Yanlış yola mı saptık yoksa ya? Allah Allah.
Well, another freak.
Tamam, orası varsa oradan bir yerden işte.
Long as they pay and don't hit.
Nereye gidiyoruz biz böyle?
Take care of the coppers, the crowns will take care of themselves.
Keşfettik ya bir kere, tamamdır. Ölüyordum az kalsın. Aha buradan. Dur bir dakika.
Interesting.
Tamam işte buradan. Okey.
You fancy men like me? Whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, sugar puss.
It's Lady Varatra to you.
Tamam
And
kardeşim,
I advise
dedikodunuz
you
beni
to
ilgilendirmez
sod
ya.
off, Sugar Puss, before I report this to Papa.
Aşağı ineyim, sizi de çarpacağım, merak etmeyin. Yapma ya. Heh.
Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll
Ya bir
summon
dur.
the guards.
Allah Allah. Seni
Sorry to
bulmak
sneak
için
in,
zaten bir
miss.
bölüm
I'm
harcadım.
Geralt, a friend of the bard Dandelion.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
Etkilendi bizden.
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? Well, I let no one in the front, my lady. I swear it on the great sun.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
But my lady's a witcher. Said so himself back by the gates.
Captain, do you truly believe Rosa Varatra would train with random clods calling themselves sword masters? No. The Varatras demand the very best.
Vay.
Thus, we've hired a witcher. Take him to the training room. Now.
As you say, miss.
Demek ki neymiş aslanım? Tatava yapmayacakmışız.
I hope you realise what you've gotten yourself into.
Hope so too.
Miss Rose has got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword. Grab a wooden one. Take care not to hurt the little miss, or you'll earn the ambassador's ire. Follow me.
Geleceğim, bekle aslan. Acelem mi var?
Well, another freak.
You're my new instructor. Well, well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
Ya bir konuşacağız. Müsaade et işte. Yok kılıçlı bilmem neydi. Ben acımam abla, söyleyeyim.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one? Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
Am I imagining things? Didn't we just have this conversation in the garden?
The garden? Yes, yes, in the garden. So, what was it you said? Why are you here?
Dur ya şimdi
Came to
kılıç
ask about your
karıştırma.
rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I
Ya
demand a
seni bir çarpayım da
rematch.
kendine gel.
Drat it! You're quick! Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Hemen şimdi burada parayı ödeyip hemen dersi veriyorsak okey.
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
Bu ayağımızı
What are
Wait a
you
minute.
two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my
Aynı
relationship
lan bunlar.
with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yoruga.
Hang on. So it was you in the garden.
Of course it was me.
Harbiden ya.
Why, did Rose
Harbiden
try to
bizi
play you for a fool?
kandırmışlar.
Don't be mad. We've done this since we were children. People have always mistaken us for one
Çünkü
another.
aynısınız.
Can someone please explain what this is all about? Which of you met with Dandelion?
No need to get angry, instructor. I'll explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Hemen
Dandelion
bir
act any
olayı
different
bir
lately?
şey yapalım.
Notice anything strange?
Strange?
Kendimize
Not really. It's no use,
çıkarımıza bir
Geralt.
konuşalım biraz.
She's so enamored, she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Allah Allah.
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
What are two young Nilfgaardian aristocrats doing in Novigrad?
Dying of boredom. Papa's a diplomat. He also has many business dealings in Novigrad. He's a member of the Trade Corporation. Takes us along everywhere he goes, and must then find us new tutors in each spot. And so in Novigrad, the task fell to the poet Dandelion, Rosa's betrothed. Edna!
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city. Never taken sides. Always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury is bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Changing subjects. Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trabaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Callonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Callonetta. Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again.
Ha olur olur, işimiz gücümüz yok.
Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Yürü kız. Adamın canını sıkma. Ders vereceğiz burada, fingirdeşmeyeceğiz. Tam burada bir numara yok.
Washed your hair lately?
Well, well, another freak.
Look, thieves, whores, and murderers.
Demek bana koca bir bölüm buranın girişini aratırsınız ha. Ulan soyup sovana çevirmez miyim ben sizi? Çevirmezmişim, bitmiş. Olsun olsun, bu da bir şey.
What's he doing here?
Stop scaring us decent folk.
Gel kanka gel. Olur olur. Ha aynen, ben de dolandırılmayı istiyordum zaten. Adamı böyle çarparlar, akıllı olun. Adam olacaksınız, adam.
What village are you from?
Willows. It's an area two-guys rifle.
How are you keeping, Bobby? Miss your Zoltan, you old bird? What's this? Haven't even drunk her water?
Bırak oğlum kuşu şimdi ya.
Ah, you're back! You met Poppy? She ought to start talking any day now.
Zoltan, venture to say a mage would have trouble turning that owl into a parrot.
Sure you know me that well? Mark my words, she'll be playing Gwent with us in no time.
Yok,
But
anasının
we want to
hikaye
talk
yani.
about Dandelion. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberitz, apparently, named Callonetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's Priscilla. Aye. Must be her.
Who's this Priscilla?
A Troberitz, like you said. Quite popular of late. Picture Dandelion with a pair of tits and you've got the general idea.
Tövbe yarabbim
Interesting
ya.
image. So how'd Dandelion handle meeting his female double?
I think he fell in love.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. The laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works for the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Bu afişi de
Mean we've been
görmüştük.
sentenced to an evening of poetry?
Must you always? This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
All of them. They wanted Kazuma's treasures, gold, jewels.
Another drifter in from Temeria. Oh, move it!
Like dung that flows to the sewers, so the worst scum flows into Novigrad. Sorceresses, they're to
Girelim bakalım şu ana.
Here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
Bundan herhalde şey yemeyiz. Telif yemeyiz herhalde.
These scars rend my heart, you flee. The wolf by eye you of I know the way of.
Arkadaşlar kusura bakmayın, geçtim hem telif için hem de 1,5 saatte o şarkıyı dinleyemem yani.
I know him!
Ne bağırıyorsun lan?
'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back in White Orchard.
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
A murderer? There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere.
Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Orada seni de öldürmeliydim de dua et.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come. I wish to listen to music.
Seninle görüşeceğiz lan.
Music.
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Permit me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Callonetta, as lovely as she is talented. And this
is Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath.
Ya işte
Don't
öyle
be
bir şeyler.
surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
sheep-dip.
And I've not seen him since.
Reuven.
Hepsini öğrenelim
What's he
hemen.
like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Dandelion breaking into a vault. I'd sooner expect him to choose a life of celibacy.
True. Forgot to pay for his wine at the Passaflora once. And laid awake the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? He have debts he needed to pay off?
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Lan Siri mi yoksa bak.
Let me guess.
Ağzınızı toplayın.
Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
The rascal. At least he didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Wherever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax, I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful though. He's a dangerous character.
Ya
So am I.
tehlike benim kardeşim, tehlike benim
Don't
göbek
doubt
adım.
it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Bu çıktı başımıza. Tamam konuşuruz evet.
Well,
Senin odada var bence bir şeyler. Delil aramam gerek burada. Belki suçlusun.
Geralt!
Take care
Sen
now.
git başımdan ya.
Geralt!
Ne var ya, ne var?
Tell me, you and Dandelion, how'd you meet?
At a poetry tourney in Ellender. Naturally, I'd already heard much about Master Dandelion. And it proved true. At first, I thought him a bloated, narcissistic buffoon.
Just at first.
Well, only cows don't change their minds. I changed mine when he came to congratulate me. Never expected he could lose so graciously. Dandelion can be irritating, I shan't deny it. Yet, I also know he can be fair and noble at times.
Aynen
Well,
asilce.
I very much doubt I could bear to have him around were it not so.
I see. I get it.
Şimdi çık
Take care
aradan,
now.
ben de şu senin arkandaki şeyleri şey yapayım. Şiirlerle falan bizim ne işimiz var böyle ya. Ne yiyorsunuz lan
Gonna be
siz?
sick. Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
Okey, burası kilitli.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
Burası bizim
Got right cabbage last night. Head feels like it's full of sauerkraut.
çıkın aradan.
Watch it.
Do you seek to get me drunk, sir?
If I was seeking to get you drunk, madam,
Evet gidiyoruz.
you would not be drinking
Çıkın lan.
I believe
Canımı
most
sıkmayın beni.
of coming here to expect.
Even with the war on, they still managed to procure.
Bunu yapmayalım. Geralt ölebilir yani. Şurada bir kaydımızı alalım öncesinde. Evet devam.
Anybody there? Open up.
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly busy.
Busy? With what?
Entertaining important guests.
In that case, tell him there's another one at the door. Geralt of Rivia. And I'm not leaving till I see him.
Very well, I shall try. Please wait.
Hele bir gelmesin bak neler yapıyoruz.
Sigurd cordially invites you to join him. I'm happy.
Çok da happen değil misin? Sadece biraz fetmişsin. Gıdıya
The
bak
meeting
ya.
is in the baths. We will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
Let's go.
Geralt aman çok fazla şey çıkartma koş.
You may disrobe here. Your equipment will be safe.
O ne ya? Bunu nasıl yapacağız?
Yes.
Nasıl diyorum soyunacağız? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Splendid.
Ah.
Siggy Reuven awaits in the next room.
Hey, Whitehair. Nice bum you have.
You were right.
Evet
He
pardon
doesn't
pardon.
blush.
And Junior cut off his hand and ordered them to shove it up the corpse's arse. And then he sent the body back.
Tablonun arasına sıkıştır Geralt.
He's whole like a horse.
Clear that you've not
It's a
seen
simple
Reuben.
matter.
Gudrun
Poor son
calls
got
it
an invite,
Herberons.
chose not to come. I'll show you.
Does it loop back on itself?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Easy, Cleaver.
Orson Jr.'s a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe. And we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of us say aye. Reuven, your guest.
Why the fuck you let him in here? Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
Naber
As
lan kel?
always, I'm out of the swiving loop. Who the fuck are you?
Neyse
I'm a
nazik
witcher.
olalım.
Problems with your plumbing?
Nah, it's under control. Geralt's a friend from the old days. Although,
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Ploughing fortune teller?
Assassins! Please, no!
Hadi.
Bloody hell. I fucking knew it.
Any weapons tucked away?
Just a few.
Sopayı çocuk alsın ya çocuk. Ne işe yarayacak zaten? Abi kopuzlu çocuğa versene. Kılıcı alsana Geralt.
First ever Barney with my prick hanging out. Ah!
Gel bakalım. Oo yalnız bu da iyi yürüyormuş ha. Gelin lan buraya. Kanka bu adamların üstündekileri de toplamam lazım. Delil.
Good work, gents.
Buna ayak
terribly
havlusu
sorry
vermişler
for that
galiba.
incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how.
They were horse
Ya adamların dövmelere bak ya.
That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it?
Let's give him a chance
çocuğu
to
aldınız yakaladı.
explain.
I'm looking for Horson Jr.
Interesting.
What do you want with him?
Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Horson's not helped a soul in all his miserable life.
I'll ask him nicely.
See, Cleaver? Perhaps if you'd not called Junior an uncle fucker and asked him nicely, he'd have showed up today.
Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session? Horson's out to get us, and he'll succeed eventually. We've got to kill him first. So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Horson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out.
Kanka sen iyi değilsin seni.
And you, cheery
buhar
or whatever
çarpmış.
your ploughing name is, wanna find Horson? Find me first.
Çocuk çok gergin.
Any clue on Junior's whereabouts? Be grateful for any lead.
Siggy?
It's worth a try. Geralt's got a knack for finding people, and he's discreet, a value in itself.
Leave you to it then.
I'll look in on you tomorrow, Francis. Finish our talk.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private.
Zaten ikimiz kalmadık oğlum. Ne olsun
Right mess that was.
istiyorsun?
Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
I
Kanka
had
hak
my
ettin
reasons.
yani.
Your leg would be fine if you hadn't gotten in my way.
I see. Well, I promise you that if I could go back in time, I'd do things quite differently on Thanedd. For example, I'd have my men kill you instead of just tying you up.
Listen, Reuven. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit and threw me out now.
What's the harm? Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Horson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying. What waste? Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
Pretty clear you and Bedlam don't want a war with Junior. Why?
Let me tell you what I told King Vizimir time and time again. War doesn't solve any problems. It breeds trouble. Trouble you then have to solve by other means. Make no mistake, someone's behind Horson's actions. I'll not end him until I know who.
Your partner's aware of your past? They know you're Sigismund Dijkstra, former head of Redanian intelligence?
Cleaver, Bedlam and Junior. Well, I'd call them my partners if we'd built a mill to grind flour for the folk of nearby hamlets. But we just need to stay out of each other's ways, agree from time to time. That doesn't make us partners. Do they know who I am? Was. Bedlam, sure. The others most likely suspect. But we just don't talk about it. No need to.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's got to be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling. That's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once. Bug a bet and lost his ruby ring.
Psikopasa bak sen ya.
Then there's the arena in the city's bowels. Betting scheme generates near as much as the casino. They're always looking for hired muscle there. Suppose you could always search Horson's house, though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some clue, though.
Where's Junior's casino?
Near the Temple Watch Towers. Horson's got nought to do with the casino officially, so careful what you say. Try not to arouse any suspicions.
Arena sounds promising. Where's that?
Sewers beneath Gildorf, but you'll have to enter through the bits, endure the stench of poverty on the way. Now, Junior loves a good fight. Wager he'd give a lot to see a real Witcher in action.
Mentioned Horson's got a house. Where is it?
Solid townhouse on Temple Isle, just on the other side of the bridge. Wouldn't wager me knickers on finding him there. Junior's not that stupid.
See if I can't find Horson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Horson's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go, Witcher. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know him well. Might figure something out.
You in contact with Radovid?
See, you're as witty as ever. No, I'm not in contact with him. I prefer it remained that way.
Never quite forgave you for conspiring with Philippa Eilhart?
Radovid doesn't forgive. Not anything. Not anyone. And especially not the sorceress of the lodge.
Philippa Eilhart. Had any news?
Just good.
Meaning?
After Radovid popped her eyes out, she disappeared without a trace. If I've any luck, she's finally eating dirt.
Thought you two were close.
We were, until Philippa sent assassins after me.
From master spy to master criminal. Interesting progression.
Why? Truth be told, they're awfully similar. Both about maintaining a net of informers, being tough in negotiations, bribing officials, the occasional assassination. Same old shit.
Yeah, except you used to do that in the name of some ideal. And now?
Now I've decided I've slaved enough for ideals. It's time I worked for myself. And thus far, it's been going rather well.
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
Far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
You wouldn't happen to have a bone to pick with Dandelion, would you?
Course I do.
You serious?
Dead serious. Dandelion published a sonnet recently. Second stanza, the shit uses paired couplets instead of an inserted rhyme. Surely you understand how deeply offended the poetry lover
Hasta
in
mısın
me
nesin
was.
Allah aşkına ya?
The bastard shan't get away with it.
I was being serious.
As am I when I say I have exactly no time to worry about your gigolo boyfriend. Got me own problems. Problems you might be able to help me with. And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion, establish what happened to him.
I'll get paid on top of that, right?
Nothing for free, eh?
Niye yapayım mı
Did you
kardeşim ya?
bargain this hard when Emma wanted to hire you?
Who told you?
What do you mean, who? Emma did. I could never reveal my sources to you or anyone else. It would be fucking unprofessional. But we've chatted enough. Yeah, I'll pay you. Count on it. So, can I count on you?
Herhalde aslanım.
Maybe I can help.
Her şeyi yaparız
What do
biz,
you
her
need?
şeyi.
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe. Ah, and you do realize, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to.
Allah Allah. Bir yaratık var galiba. Kesin yaratık var abi.
Be so kind as to follow me. Oh, Bart, not again.
Bart.
Bart, stop that, now!
Bart, mad. Bart makes Ziggy lose, Jonathan.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bart, hard. Bart, less thinky.
Ha bunlar bir şey yapmıyor ya,
Bart,
sıkıntı yok.
less thinky. Bart, sadless.
Where'd you get the troll?
From Zerrikania. Won him. Card game with a camel merchant.
Your jokes are getting better by the minute.
See me smiling? I'm dead serious.
But I bumpy horses. Hot there. Siggy but take. Good Siggy.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. And see that door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God, then boom! Chorfun go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
Aha.
Why don't you handle this? Gotta have connections in the underworld. What do you need a witcher for?
The gold wasn't mine alone. See, I run a members-only savings club, a bank for the initiated. For reasons that should be obvious, I prefer it if my temporary liquidity problems remained private. So I need an outsider.
How do you know you can trust me?
I don't. Counting on your survival instinct. Slip up, and I'll kill you. Feed you to Bart.
Kanka beni öldüremeyeceksin biliyorsun
Sorry.
değil mi?
But job that good.
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
I'm all ears.
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee. Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny Chorfun. Oh, God.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Hole no. Boom. Hole. Bad look won't go. Bad look no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head falls.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Pop's mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. Bad. Bad troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
Bad through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go. Your phone gone. Bad troll.
Now. Stiff up a lip.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Boom. Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course. Hired this lummox, Fons, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some Pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fons, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fons and ran like hell.
Mind describing this something that crawled out of the water?
No. Doesn't mean I can.
Arkadaşlar biliyorum çok uzun sürdü ama hani detaylara bakmam gerekli. Bir de ne kadar fazla detay alırsam ona göre puan veriyor. O yüzden hepsini dinlemem gerekiyor yani.
Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I felt I should get the hell out of there as fast as I could.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
Have a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest. But it'll save your life. Here.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Görüşürüz canım. Tschüss.
Dandelion, what the hell have you gotten yourself into?
Bizim kanka patlattı burayı da. Ne için? Para nereye gitti? Kimle gitti? Bu nerede? Bizim her şey 56 şu anda. Herkes 56 şu anda. Bölümümüzün sonuna geldik arkadaşlar. Bir sonraki bölümde buradan devam edeceğiz. Ondan sonra diğer şu küçük müydü neydi? Onun görevine geçeceğiz. Bundan sonra bu zaten yan görev olduğu için, ama bence birbirlerine bağlantılılar. Hani birisi diğerini açacak gibi gözüküyor. O yüzden gelmişken bunu da yapalım dedim. Bunu da bir sonraki bölümümüzde devam edeceğiz. Şimdilik sadece burada kalıp bölümümüzün sonunu kapatıyoruz arkadaşlar. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere efendim. Kendinize iyi bakın.